it's Roota Mittal here. Welcome to my channel. Today we have a very special guest on our channel. She is Sarvani. She is living in Australia currently, and she is one of our students of Marketing Accelerator. So she recently quit her job after taking her course, and she's now doing super awesome things, one of which is going into coaching. So Sarvani, so excited that you're here. It's night over there and you're still up here, and we are so grateful you're here with us.
Oh, thank you, Roota. It feels really good to talk to you. I kind of manifested this, I should say. I'll tell you the story maybe later. But yeah, it feels really good because initially I kind of hesitated to take up the course. Obviously, I had a lot of thoughts back of my mind. Should I take this? If I take this, will it be helpful for me? Or we just can't trust everyone. And I kind of had a lot of talks with my mom saying, Mom, should I take this or no? Is it going to be helpful or no? And she said, that's fine. If someone is providing something, learn at least 1% of it. It might be helpful for you. And that's how. And I should absolutely say your course had opened a lot of other doors for me. Every module has a different career, I should say that.
Yes, absolutely.
Email marketing, sales funnels, Facebook ads, Instagram ads. You could separately be a different person and manage just that and earn lots of money. And I'm very happy to do this call and to take up your course, to be in the group, help people, because I'm that kind of person wherein I like sharing.
Yes.
Whatever I learn, I just want to spit it out. Look, I've learned this, that, and this is what it is. And it's really good. I'm so happy. I'm so glad.
I love your excitement. I love everything that you said. And I've noticed you being active in the group and helping people. And I love that because honestly, you help people because you want to be helpful. That's great. But also there's always a selfish reason. When you teach someone, you learn the thing that you're learning so much better because you actually have to explain them. So, it's always helpful when you actually help people. You're also helping yourself.
Exactly. We get to learn. Sometimes the questions that we get back and we keep thinking, okay, this is something we got to think now,
Yeah, absolutely. And if you want to get into coaching in the future, also a great thing to do to start helping everyone around you.
Exactly. I've been doing so the way how I started earning money was when I was 15 years. I started tutoring when I was doing my +1. I started tutoring kids of 4th grade and 5th grade.
Oh, wow.
And and that's then I started teaching English in institutes, and then I've been a PT and IELTS trainer. So all of my past, I've been sharing knowledge, I've been teaching. And that's the reason now I understood, look, this is my purpose. And whichever job I do, I got into customer service. If you know that, I've done customer service job for a year. And then I absolutely hated it. And then I got into coaching somehow. So wherever I went, I got diverted to coaching. So I believe that this is for me. And yeah, I want to launch my course really soon. But you know what? Sometimes I don't want to just do it in a hurry. I want to take my own sweet time, get things done so that it creates an impact, and that's it.
Yes. Absolutely makes sense. I'm super excited to see what you do and what you come out with.
I'm super excited to launch as well because I should say you've been my mentor, and I'm heavily inspired by you because I see myself in you. And because I never had that courage to take up something. There were a lot of things that resisted me, but once I took up the course, the mindset module was everything, I should say. It was everything.
That's awesome. Okay, so I have a few questions for you. Can you tell us a little bit about your background, your education and career, and what you do now? You did answer a little bit, so as little, just so people have context.
Yeah. So I've done my bachelor's in electronics and communication engineering, and I took up engineering just for the sake of flexible options that we have.
Yeah.
and but I was never interested in what I was studying, honestly. And then I moved to Melbourne to get my master's in information and communication technology, and I've got an internship in Cisco.
Mhm.
uh, I've got I've been awarded as having a best project award out of that complete university. I had a good career opportunity right there, but there was something that maybe I should say intuition. It just didn't allow me to go in that way.
Mhm.
I didn't wanted to pursue that career. Just sitting in a cubicle, sitting in front of the computer is just not for me. I crave for freedom. I crave for creativity and stuff. I just can't do that monotonous thingy.
Oh yeah.
And that's when I had thoughts about taking up the course. Honestly, I've never taken any other course before. I've never taken any other course. I've studied everything on YouTube, whatever I know. I've studied everything on YouTube, Udemy, free stuff. Never spent a dollar, never spent a rupee, like never, because YouTube gives us a lot of stuff.
Mhm.
But I kind of question the authenticity of what the other people are providing us,
Mhm.
because we don't know what's running on the market, right?
And
So,
everything keeps changing super fast. Now you know,
exactly.
right? Like Facebook ads, now you're inside in this on our side. Like things change so fast. And like when
Yeah,
you are wanting to look for coaching and you have questions, would you really ask the person who is doing YouTube videos, and how would you like trust if they are doing what you want to do?
exactly, because you upload a video on YouTube, it stays there for years together, and then you
Exactly.
watch that and you implement that stuff, and things are not going to work.
Ads
Uh,
manager is not gonna look the same
no.
as it was looking 6 months or 1 year ago.
Exactly. When I took up your course, ads manager looked something else, and
Yeah.
eventually after 3 months, it's something else
Yes,
now.
they keep changing
So
it. It is so annoying, especially as a course creator in that. But
you gotta update your course again and again and again.
yes,
Oh God, yeah.
correct, correct.
So I kind of had this thought of thinking, how should I trust the people on YouTube? I know that there are a lot of honest people putting out information, but we don't know whom to trust and whom not. That's when I took up the course. I finished the course in 1 month.
Wow.
uh, yeah, when I took up your course, I was working from 8 to 6, considering 2 hours of travel time, and
Wow.
because I'm abroad, I have to finish all my household chores, cooking and laundry, and there's a lot of stuff,
Oh,
uh,
wow. That's
by
hustle.
exactly. And the huge part here was expenses. When
Mhm.
you stay here, you don't feel like asking money from your parents back in India. You're like, no, you're by yourself.
Yeah.
Every week you keep getting bills, and I'm like, oh God. So it's a struggle. It's a
Yes.
struggle, and I thought, let me challenge myself, because it's not easy. It wasn't easy for me to take up this decision and quitting my job and just relying by what I've learned, you know uh, and there were times when I was like, oh, let's leave this. I just don't want to do it anymore. Because when I start thinking, when I get one client and I start doing the work, I think about, okay, what about the expenses of next month? Which client am I going to get? Am I even going to get a client? There are a lot of questions. So that's what I've been doing. Currently, I'm doing full time freelancing, no
Mhm.
jobs, nothing, no part time jobs as well, just full time
That's
freelancing. And
awesome.
it's giving me a lot of freedom, creativity. I'm happy with it.
That is awesome. That is so cool. And like people are like we in India, when we stay here, we have so much help. Or if you're staying with your parents, they do everything for you. But you went there, you're staying there in Australia, you're there by yourself and you're doing this on your own while taking care of everything. That is so cool. So it might be like double hard for you. So do you think that
Yeah.
the community helped kind of in mental support and into kind of where you were going through with that?
Yes, I would say yes, because self learning is kind of difficult. Considering the course is self paced, I would have taken 3 months or 4 months to finish the course, but the determination, I should say, or the motivation that I had to leave the job, let me
Yeah.
get rid of that job. made me finish the course. And eventually there were a lot of Facebook groups, and we had Ma group as well. Whenever I kind of felt stuck, the only source that I had apart from Google was the group.
Yes.
The Sometimes I would feel, am I annoying people in the group by asking so many questions? Sometimes I would feel that, but then I thought, okay, if you don't ask questions, you're not getting to learn. No,
Absolutely.
no knowledge, no money, and you're just wasting your time.
Yeah.
And
And
that's the
you'll
reason
remain stuck forever.
exactly, and we can't even go to the next step. I still keep thinking, okay, what was wrong with that, you know? So that's the reason the group really helped me. The best thing what I would do was the search tab in the group. Whatever questions I had, I used to put the keywords so that I would go through all the questions
Yeah.
and see if my questions were answered before, and try to implement before even putting something in the group.
Yeah, that is
Because I'm kind of an introvert, and I didn't wanted to get myself out. That was the huge challenge, I should say. Now I'm kind of being an ambivert,
yeah.
but I am an introvert, basically.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And like the MAA group has been, it's been like about 2 years now that it's been there. So like a lot of students have come and gone into it. So like they've posted their experiences and like the learning.
Yeah,
You can learn
I
from them.
yeah, you don't believe, I used to search for questions like how would even Facebook profile help you get clients, such basic questions. When I got started, I didn't even know how to create an ad account.
Mhm.
I kind of, the first question that I posted was like, look, my ads manager is like this, what am I supposed to do? That was my first question in the group. I
Yeah.
started from there, like knowing nothing. I kind of am aware of YouTube, but
Mhm.
Facebook ads and Instagram ads, I'm like complete stranger to it. So group really helped because there's kind of a moral support, the lives that you do, and the kind of motivation that we get. There's no negativity. I'm happy for it. I'm super happy for it.
Yeah, we don't allow any negativity like at all. Like it's all about support and community. Plus, there's no competition. Like there's enough for everyone. There's enough clients for everyone. So like you don't have to
Yeah,
really compete with each other. So that's great.
that's
So
true.
yeah. So how can aspiring freelancers be more productive while working from home? Since you work from home, how do you manage everything? Do you have a suggestion?
um yes, I kind of have my own part of lazy days. I wouldn't deny that. I still take breaks. Saturdays and Sundays I don't work.
Mm-hmm.
I started doing that probably a month ago, that's it. And I
Mm-hmm.
got into this journey probably 6 months ago. So the last 5 months, I was not disciplined. When I say I'm not disciplined, I used to start working at 9:30 in the morning, finish my work at 1 a.m.
Oh wow.
Long working hours. I used to learn. I finished a lot of notebooks, rewriting the information what I've learned. So the productivity hack that I would say is maintain a morning routine, because the start of the day should be absolutely bang on.
Yeah.
And if you're I believe in journaling and meditation. I'm into that zone. So journaling and meditation do a lot of kind of mindset shift, which is very important being an entrepreneur, because you wouldn't have any kind of support.
Yeah.
And when you just sit at home and work, you kind of feel secluded. There's no social life, there's no much of meeting people, talking to
It's a
them.
lonely
So
job.
exactly, and because we are doing all social media stuff, we keep on being on phones. And at one point of time I felt, am I addicted to Facebook and Instagram? And then I had my own days wherein I didn't have access to Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
I try Pomodoro technique. I kind of get distracted with a lot of notifications when I'm working. So
Yeah.
I kind of set Pomodoro clock wherein 25 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
super focused, and it kind of helped me. Now I'm happy that I'm focusing on my work rather than just scrolling on a lot of other notifications.
I
I would
know.
say
So
journaling, meditation, Pomodoro technique, the best. if you want to
Yes,
start off with.
absolutely. And like guys, turn off your social media notifications. You don't need to be like notified of every single like and every single comment coming in. Like I have 40,000 plus followers. My notifications have been off from the last 2 years
That's
since I started like into this and like becoming a personal brand, because otherwise you go crazy. And honestly, mental health and mental stability is the number one thing you want to focus on when you're doing this. And meditation,
exactly.
again, huge fan of it. Morning routine, I love that. Because when you feel lonely, you feel like, oh, you're putting out fires. When you're growing your team, stuff happens. Sometimes clients misbehave and things like that. In that case, you need to find your center. Like, what is your center? What are the
Exactly.
things that hold true, even though things around you that are happening may not be good, may not be happy. So find your center, and meditation is just has been life changing, as is for you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Exactly. I have two journals for myself. The first one is affirmations, and the next one is goals. You don't believe, when I initially purchased your course, when I was just going through your funnel, I've seen this column wherein we have this option of talking to you. I guess that was a VIP call or something.
Yeah.
But honestly, I couldn't afford at that point of time, and
Yeah.
I was like, okay, maybe one day I'll talk to her. And yeah, you
Oh,
see,
and
you
here we
see,
are.
yeah,
Manifestation works. Absolutely. I
it
absolutely
does.
believe.
It
Especially when you
does.
write down your goals, and I'm now in the habit of writing same number of goals every single day and look at it every single day. And when you do that, so powerful. Even though you might have hurdles along the way,
Exactly.
even though you may be
That's
stuck, you may be
fine.
stuck, it's
It's
gonna
part
happen
of
sooner
life.
or later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have my whiteboard, and I drew a section wherein it's just I have my goals. I don't erase that part, so that when I plan my day, I get to see my goals. Maybe and then I feel confident. Yeah, someday I'll achieve them. So
Mm.
it's just that small little things that bring a lot of change in our mindset. Rather than having a failure mindset, we should have a growth mindset, so that it's easy for us to grow.
Yeah.
That's really important, because we don't have people to always encourage and motivate us. Do it. No, things
You
don't
have
work
to
that way.
motivate yourself. Also, by the way, motivation is fake, is a myth. You basically get through it by developing healthy habits that you do it no matter what, because
Exactly.
no one is motivated to get up and like, oh, let's work out today, or
uh,
let's learn this 40-hour course today. Like it just doesn't sound good. But if you have healthy habits supporting you, so try to develop habits instead of relying on motivation, because motivation
exactly.
is a myth. It doesn't come every
It
day. It
is.
comes once in a while.
It sounds good, but
Yes,
implementation doesn't work.
exactly. So, how has Marketing Accelerator helped you in becoming a freelancer, from quitting your job to relying on freelancing to pay your bills? And if you had to choose like a couple of pieces of content in the course which are your favorite, what would they be?
uh, I would say sales funnel,
Hmm.
because I was quite interested in learning. I was a complete stranger to what sales funnels were.
Hmm.
So sales funnels is number one, and I would say Facebook ads,
Hmm.
because of the fact that we get all the updated information, and I wouldn't say the course and the, look. What I believe is, we as students, we have a lot of responsibility in learning. We bought a course, it's just lying on your computer, no implementation, no practice, things don't work.
Yeah.
I heard people, when they purchase some other courses, they say the course hasn't given me anything, and then the first question I ask, did you go through it? I'm not interested. What's the fun in spending money, and what's the fun? There's no point. But when you get to learn something with an open mind, when we actually go through it, that's really important. And initially, I was completely unaware of Facebook ads, Instagram ads. I am aware of email marketing though, but I haven't been interested in that area. And sales funnels, when I didn't have any clients for Facebook and Instagram ads, I kind of skipped sales funnels. But then I thought, okay, maybe this can give me a client.
Yes.
I started learning them, and I didn't want to do everything in a hurry. It took me probably 15-20 days to completely understand, troubleshoot my own funnels, and see, okay, this is how things work, writing down what mistakes I did.
Yeah.
I got a client.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, so my second client was for a funnel,
Mhm.
Though I wasn't confident enough in charging 2,000, 3,000. Absolutely no. But I should say I didn't even work with any of the client for free when doing a sales funnel. So it's very important that we don't skip any module that we have in the course, because it's very important. Every module and every subsection that we have in the module, very important, because each subsection has something or the other that we get to learn, which is there is this section wherein we can implement ads without having a website or a funnel, I believe. The three methods, many chat, landing page, and that gave me an instant client,
Wow.
because I confidently I just went through it, and I confidently told my client I can get this done in 2 hours, and then we could get onto the main major project. And she was like, okay, show me that and I'll give you this. I
Mhm.
got that done, and I just implemented what you did in the video.
Mhm.
So it's really good. I shouldn't brag about it so much, but
No,
yeah, it is
absolutely.
good.
See, here's the thing. You are here to inspire. You're here to inspire existing MA students. You're also here to, inspire more people, more aspiring freelancers
Exactly.
who want to become their own boss. Sarvani, you have a responsibility. Seriously, do not take this lightly. You're not bragging. You're sharing your success story and you're sharing your
That's
experience.
true.
And if someone sees this video and their life gets changed because of it, won't you be happy? Because they
I'll be
see hope
super
in you.
happy.
Yeah,
I'll
they
be
see
super
hope in you
happy.
that, oh, if she was able to do it, she's living there in alone in Australia and doing this all by herself. If she can do it, so can I. And that is what we want to show everyone through this interview series. Like anyone can do this if you go in and implement everything. Like
Yes.
she went
Yes.
in and implemented the course. She went through the entire course, she implemented everything, and then she picked, oh, this can help me, this can help me, this may help me, and then she is able to choose what she wants to grow further in. Because as she said before, in MA you get a few options. If you like something more than the other, you can pursue that. You can pursue one thing and not do the other thing which you might not be a fan of. So absolutely don't feel
Exactly.
that you're bragging. I love that, and thank you so much for sharing that experience.
Oh,
um,
that's thank you.
so, what would you say you charge clients right now? Obviously, you said you don't charge as much, but like, what is the range that you usually would charge a project? And again, it depends project by project basis, as I've already
Exactly.
taught you.
Yeah.
But just like on an average per client.
Okay. Initially, let me tell you this way. I've worked with 5 clients for free of cost,
Mm-hmm.
and 3 of them were just being a social media manager. uh, I got into that kind of stuff because I wanted to know how these scheduling apps work, buffer,
Yeah.
later,
Yeah.
and stuff. So I kind of did free service. I took the testimonials. I kind of created posts on Instagram, good
Mm-hmm.
looking, they're good. Uh, so that's with 3 of my clients. With the fourth client, what I did was, she was launching her own candles.
Mm-hmm.
So she wanted that brand awareness. So when I created Facebook ad campaign, fortunately with that ad, apart from awareness, we got sales.
Wow, that's
She was very
amazing.
happy.
Mhm.
And but she couldn't afford the price that I charged, and I didn't want it to go underpriced, because
Absolutely, we don't want.
I have settled myself that I shouldn't go beyond this, and that's very important for entrepreneurs,
You
because
have to stick
sometimes,
to your meat. You have to stick to your word.
exactly, else they will undervalue what our service is.
Absolutely.
I didn't want it to do that. And then I was happy she left an amazing testimonial on my page, which
Mhm.
I kind of did so that I can drive the traffic to my page
Yes.
and see the
Yes.
testimonial. And the fifth client was, I spent 2 hours with him.
Mhm.
uh, kind of he had a lot of trouble with his Facebook ads. So we got onto a video call, and I kind of reduced the mess that he created.
Yes.
And he has given me, probably after a month, he has given me a 3-month contract.
Wow.
And I charged him $2,500 for 3 months. I think
Wow.
that was less, but I was happy with that, because I got to learn a lot of things. And
Yes.
during that time, he had a lot of questions with funnels. I
Mhm.
couldn't say that I don't know it, because I wanted to, that's my next step of learning funnels. So I was listening to the videos and audios that you've created and kind of troubleshooting his funnels. That's how I learned funnels.
Yeah.
And these were my 5 clients, and that took me to a lot of bunch of clients. At right now, for sales funnels, I kind of charge about $1,500, excluding the copy. I don't do
Of
the
course.
copy. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
excluding the copy, just the designing. For sales funnels, I did learn a lot of other design principles which are very important.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I charge 1,500 or 1,000, it depends. And the maximum that I charge is 2,500,
Mm-hmm.
not beyond that at
Mm-hmm.
this point of time. And for Facebook and Instagram ads, I have 1 month, 3, 6, 9, 12 month contracts. That's how I do.
Mm-hmm.
And for about a month, I go with 1,000 or 1,500.
Mm-hmm. That's
If
amazing.
yeah, if I'm giving a really good amount of results, then I go for 3 months. 3 months would be about $4,000 or 3,000.
Yeah.
The math again depends.
Yes, absolutely. No, that's all I was asking for. And that is amazing. I didn't know this, and I'm so proud of you. You're doing
Thank
great.
you.
And you could and anyone who is listening this who is probably not even into MA, and that's fine. You see how she got clients, she provided value for free, and then she
That's
converted into high
true.
ticket clients. When you are a newbie, you don't have previous work results, you don't have testimonials, so you have to go out, provide value, and get testimonials. Again, this is also what I teach in the course, how to build a portfolio and how to have people give you a testimonial so that you can go ahead, prove that you have social proof, and get more clients. And Sarvani, you're doing amazing. That is wonderful.
Thank you,
And you
Ruta.
can also do this tip. In the first 2 years of freelancing, I used to increase my price with every client. So that's what,
Exactly, that's what I do. But
yeah.
yeah, I kind of feel hesitated. Am I charging more? And then I'm
Oh
like,
no,
no,
you're not.
I'm not.
You're
Yeah,
not.
I'm
You're
not.
not.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting over it.
Yeah, you have to go
Yeah,
over it,
I
because here's
have
the thing.
to.
Let me also talk about that. We have a limiting belief around money. It comes from our
Exactly.
childhood, it comes from our parents. Not that anything is their fault, honestly, but it just happens. Or it seems to be about the money that we currently have, and we have never ever seen money more than that number, and we feel
Yeah,
like, oh, is should I charge that? Am I really good enough for that? But you have to
exactly.
understand that you're good enough, you're worth it. And here's the thing, when you charge more to the client, they have more skin in the game, you have more skin in the game to get them results. And they are the ones who are better clients, who won't like just like pester you every single day or call you and go crazy. Like those clients are the better ones. When they are paying more, they know how they should and should not behave, they keep their boundaries.
That's
And
true.
they let you do your thing because you are an expert, and they listen to you actually.
Exactly. And at that point of time, the section where you taught about sending weekly reports, that helped me a lot,
Mhm.
because weekly reports saved me from a lot of calls from clients, I should say.
Correct. Yeah.
Because no one likes getting thousands of calls from clients, obviously.
Oh
When
no.
you have 2 to 3 clients or 3 to 4 clients or whatever it is, you just don't want to be on phone talking to them, video calls. Weekly reports, you're done, you're done for all, that's it, for that week you're done. You
Yeah.
don't have to, and you just give a deadline, and that's it. When you submit it, they're happy, you're happy, that's it.
Exactly. And they also know that you're working, and they
Yeah,
know that things are going well, and they basically are able to keep an eye on everything, so that at the end of the month or at the end of the contract, they don't come and tell you, oh, but you didn't do anything, or I expected this and this didn't happen. Because every week you're actually inviting them into the conversation, you're keeping them in the loop, and you're only sending them the report that they're concerned with. You don't want to send them like the entire reporting dashboard, or send them like, oh, just go and check your reporting dashboard. You don't want to do that. You want to save their time too,
exactly.
because they're busy
Yeah,
entrepreneurs, and that is why they hired you, to save their headaches.
yeah,
So
and when we respect their time, they respect our time and privacy, so that's really important.
yes, exactly. So Sarvani, one last question for you. What would you advise anyone who's on the fence before joining Marketing Accelerator Academy? They're confused, they're on the fence. What would you say to them?
The only thing that I would say is join it, okay? Just join, because you shouldn't regret it later. Number one. Number two, you get to learn a lot of things. There are a lot of things that you have in it, and it's your choice which way you would want to go. No one's going to force you, no, first do this and do this. No, it's not like that. It's self-paced. I was more interested in sales funnels. That kind of triggered me a lot. I learned a lot, and the basics were from Ruta's course. So the only thing that I would want to say is, if you are hesitating in terms of the payment that you're supposed to make, it's just an investment, and this investment is going to give you 100 more million dollars. So think it that way, obviously, because when you are spending 30, 35,000 or whatever it is, you're going to get 1.5, 2 lakhs every month, and this is an investment, a tiny investment that you're making to learn something valuable that you're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah.
And because this has a amazing lifetime access, man. It's not like 2 days it's in with you and people grab it from you. It's not like that.
Yeah.
So I would just say, just take it and consume as much as you want, and ask thousands of questions in the group. No one will get offended. People are here to help you.
Yes.
And yeah, it's an awesome course. I would 100% recommend it. If you are still thinking of whether this course will be helpful for you, it will be. At any point of time, it will be, because it's quite knowledgeable, and Ruta as an instructor, she knows what she's doing. So yeah, you don't have to, think twice or thrice or whatever it is. Just take it.
That is awesome. Thank you so much, Sarvani, for your kind words. And guys, if you're interested in MAA, you know what to do. Click the link below. And Sarvani, thank you so much for sharing all of your experiences. I'm sure this motivates
Thanks a lot, Ruta.
inside the MAA as well as outside, people who are just watching and thinking, oh, is this for me? Is this my career? Can I be my own boss after this course? You absolutely can. And this is so powerful. Thank you, Sarvani.
Thanks a lot, Ruta, for having me. It's a pleasure.